As a customer, we expect the person in front of us, the professional individual, to know exactly what we want, but choosing a tea is also very much based on experiences, on preferences such as the taste, but also understanding what is behind this tea. There is no correct way to choose a tea, but you have different type of customers. First, you have the beginner, someone that doesn't know much, that they expect you to be the professional and to be the more knowledge one. They kind of want your guidance and they want something easy to drink and easy to love. And then you have the curious one. This is the one that kind of knows without knowing. They kind of want your guidance to new flavors, new way of tasting, a new way of trying teas. You can test more with those people. And lastly, you have the experience seeker, someone that knows. They might have already went to Japan, they might or they might not have, but they really care about origin, transparency, and stories. This is the people you want to share the stories behind your tea with, so that you can show that you know what you're talking about and you know exactly what you're selling. And as a customer, you want to know what is behind your tea. You want to know what is behind your food and the drinks that you have on a daily basis. People don't just buy tea, they don't just buy coffee, they want to have the experience that go with. And that is why this day cafe culture is very strong and very installed in everyday's life. To guide us people, or to be guided as a customer, we need to identify the barriers that is implanted in our minds, in our ways of thinking, in our ways of living, to make our decisions. And here is a friendly reminder: please forget about the ceremonial grade. Be the expert, explain with simple words that you can have. Be the expert, use simple wording so that the person in front of you and the person with you are gonna be able to understand easily without any vague concept around. Most of the time when you use too many technical words, you're kind of losing people along the way. You want to make it simple. You want to identify their taste preferences, what they're looking for, what time of the day we are, and if they're searching for simplicity or discovery. With only those few criteria, you can find the right tea for the person. Also, something that you want to use for your own advantage is knowing the story behind your teas. Who made this tea? What type of philosophy do they own? On WTEA, you can find all the information on the producers and the stories so that you can share it with your customers and enhance the experience of drinking the tea. With structured presentation cards, you can grasp the story easily and make the right choices. So let's remember that. Let's make it as simple as we can. Let's try not to use too many technical words, but try to be accurate on what really matters: the origin, the transparency, and what is the taste. You know how to describe it, you know what tea you choose. Be confident in the choices you made, and your customer will be confident in the choice of choosing the tea that you pre-selected for them. Lastly but not least, something you might want to consider also is the food pairing. So I invite you to check the last video of this series on how to find the best pairing for food and your teas.